Well, hello there. Pete Donaldson here, ready for a tiny, bite-sized New Year roundup of what you should be spending all your Christmas money on. Here's your new releases. Probably the first mega huge release of 2010 is called Bayonetta, which is out now. Bayonetta, as you can see, is a latex-clad, anatomically askew witch. She's not to be confused with Viennetta, which is a delicious ice cream dessert, which in turn isn't to be confused with Dan Castellaneta, who is the voice of Homer Simpson. Anyway, the game's plot is long and furiously complicated. It involves time travel, angels, demons, a three-headed dragon called Fortituda. But to be honest, this game's pretty much all about the kicking, punching, and the spellcasting. Stylistically, it's a continuation of the Devil May Cry style of games, and indeed, the director of this game also directed that one. Put simply, it's a 3D beat-em-up, replete with some of the most frenetic button-bashing and searing visual presentation this generation of gaming has seen.
All you can remember is that you're a witch.
With a gun in each hand and one attached to each foot, our female protagonist bursts out some spectacular attacks. Players are encouraged to find more and more ornate combinations of button presses to do stuff like turn your hair into giant fists or kick baddies into conjured up guillotines. It's frenetic, it's frequently beautiful, and I could go on and explain exactly what's going on in this scene, but to be honest, there's only two main reasons why you need this game. A, it's massive amounts of fun, and B, you'll never get another chance to watch a woman who resembles Sarah Palin dipped in molasses turn into a panther. So there you go. And early next month sees first-person shooter Alien vs Predator for the Xbox 360, PS3 and PC come out. 10 years after the release of the PC classic that blew everyone away back in 1999. As before, it's a game of three parts. One storyline told from the point of view of the alien, the predator and the arguably more vulnerable human marine. And each character type creates a completely different experience. For example, aliens can climb up walls and scurry through vents. The predator spends a lot of time in the shadows, utilising his heat-sensitive night vision, and the Marines have to make do with that beepy bleep motion tracker thing from the Alien films. I'll have a good look at this one next time, but it's shaping up to be quite the single and multiplayer experience. And speaking of aliens and squishy pathetic humans, in late January, BioWare's Mass Effect 2 hits the shelves, the second in the planned Mass Effect trilogy. We catch up with Commander Shepard, star of the quite excellent first game. This game opening up with Shepard dying and then getting revived by some shady biologists. You really can't write yourself into a corner with sci-fi, can you? Again, I'll no doubt be delivering a glowing review come early February. They wouldn't dare mess this one up. Now, I've not really touched on mobile gaming during the brief life of XVG, but I'd like to put that right, if I may, with a quick look at my favourite iPhone game of the moment, Crush the Castle. Available for the iPhone and the MP3 player that most resembles a Pop-Tart, the iPod Touch. It's a game where the object is to quite simply knock castles down with boulders, murdering the inhabitants. To launch these said boulders, you use a trebuchet, which, if you're not familiar, is a kind of catapult. That's trebuchet, not to be confused with François Boucher, who was the French painter who painted the seminal Rococo work, The Breakfast, which is in turn not to be confused with the film The Breakfast Club, which was an 80s coming-of-age film. It's oodles and poodles of fun. Easily one of the best physics-based games, and for your £1.19 on iTunes, you get over 50 castles to knock down. It's not a wholly accurate portrayal of medieval feudalism, but it's like well wicked when the walls fall on a king. Right, that's about it for now, but before we go, let's have some bad video game box art. In at 3, Magic Pockets on the Atari ST. You can picture the scene. Some managerial suit smashes open the artist's door. Listen, David, I need the characters to have A, sideways baseball caps, B, I want them to have shades, and C, Dave, I need them to dress to the left. All the Betty Boo in the world can't save this one. In at 2, Mach 3. It's a razor and a video game. Who knew? Hot Babe, check. Urinating spaceship, check. Move along, nothing to see here. Finally for this week, in at number 1, Crazy Kong on the Commodore and VIC-20. A Donkey Kong bootleg so naff, they made 2 awful covers for it. Ladies and gentlemen, meet the monster that will haunt my dreams this evening. Oh, weirdly accurate painting of a gorilla. So yeah, as always, Pete at xfm.co.uk for any comments, bad video game box art suggestions, nudie pics, anything like that. Night night.